Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always, it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me along my journey so far, and if you're new to the channel, then please make sure you hit the bell notification and the subscription button right now so that you can stay up to date with all future content. Well now, on to the show. Okay, it is whiskey review time, and I figured I haven't brought out the mystery box of samples lately, so I figured let's do that. I'll bring out the box. Here it is, and we'll go for a dive in and see what we're going to be reviewing today. So, okay, cool. We've got a bourbon. So, this one comes from my mate John. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Eagle Rare 10-year-old. This is the Barrel and Batch 2, bottled at 45%. Now, I don't have any other information about this particular bottling at the moment, but once I put up the video, I'll do a little bit more extra research, and whatever information I'm able to find, I'll put that in the description box down below. But for now, yeah, let's just check out what this sample is like. So here we go, if I can get it open. Oh man, that's very tight seal on that one, so a good sign. All right, let's go. Should do for now, finish the rest off later. All right. Oh, the aroma is actually quite strong already. I think we're going to be in for a treat. So let's get started on this review. On the nose. Cheers. Oh wow, that's actually very fruity for a bourbon. Most bourbons I've tried so far haven't been as fruity as this. So you kind of get that bourbon maraschino cherry note, very ripe red apples, and tons of orange zest as well. As those notes fade, so you start to get more spice. So now it's more like a combination of both black and white pepper, definite oak and heavy char, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. So really intense baking spices. This is almost starting to become like a liquefied hot cross bun. Those fruity notes have also kind of dissolved and become more of like a dark chocolate rum raisin style. The nose on this is absolutely amazing. There's also honey, caramel. That's absolutely beautiful. You could nose that for days. It's fantastic. But I don't have days to sit with this. Let's get on to the palate and see how we go. So cheers. The palate, very different to the nose. I'd say so far at the moment I prefer the nose. This is starting to get to the side of bourbons that I don't always necessarily enjoy, and that can be the very sweet aspect. So this is at the moment, this is like a very confectionery sweetness for the style of this bourbon. Oh, I should also mention, excellent mouthfeel. Very thick, very syrupy. 45% ABV, although it's not that intense. You do get a little bit of prickle, but it quickly fades. Overall flavor profile, however, is that instead of fruits that I had gotten on the nose, it's making way for more of a confectionery sweetness. So imagine things like marshmallow, fairy floss, or cotton candy. If you're in the US, we call it fairy floss down here. Yeah, so the marshmallow, fairy floss. So also, we have these hard candies in Australia. I'm sure they're available everywhere else as well, but I don't know what they will be called. But there are these hard candies that we have called Bo Peeps. They normally come in like a little jar, probably about double the size of this, and it's just usually filled with these little types of hard candies. I used to love them as a kid. That's what this is tasting like. It's like a liquefied version of those Bo Peep candies. So now I'm starting to get some smoke coming through from the barrel char. Tons and tons of vanilla. There is a very hefty amount of vanilla coming through on this, which then does really, it integrates quite well with those with the sweetness of the rest of the profile that I've gotten so far. Oak is there, but it's a bit more subtle than what it was on the nose. Again, it does balance quite well. All in all, actually, before I get to the all in all, the pepper isn't as intense either. There are some peppery elements to it, but again, not as intense on the nose. You will notice more of that peppery influence on the nose, and it's just like a subtle background note on the palate. All in all, although this is the style of bourbon it's leading into the styles of bourbons that I don't generally enjoy, but the overall balance of flavor for this really work well together. It has taken a combination of flavors that I may not necessarily always enjoy together. It has made them work quite well, and it does become quite an enjoyable whiskey. I found that it does grow on you. That first sip kind of took me by surprise a bit, but then once you kind of acclimate to it and you get the feel of what you're getting, then you can really start to appreciate what else is going on in the glass, and it does build up to become more enjoyable. I will say though, I reckon this will be an absolute fantastic cocktail whiskey. I think an old-fashioned made with this would be absolutely amazing. Now this is an interesting note that I've just started to get, so let's move on to the finish. Like bitters, I am getting like a note of Angostura bitters. It's got that orangey, zesty bitters note that you would generally get from, say, having like a lemon, lime, and bitters. I'd say the development of this whiskey, it's really good. I mean, there's no two note is the same. It changes from beginning to end. So I don't know, maybe my taste might be changing and I could be starting to get into more of these sweeter styles. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to come back and explore the rest of this later on. But yeah, all in all, that took me on a journey that I wasn't expecting. That's very nice. It's definitely a very enjoyable whiskey. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. My name is Andrew, and I'll see you all again on the next video. KIPPIS. Oh, you're still here. Well, why not consider continuing on with some more content and subscribing? I'll see you next time. Bye bye.